And with bad decisions, your health is not as good, your money's not as good, your relationships are not as good.
Yes. So let's talk about thoughts and attention, and how that determines how you feel, and toxins.
So I love what you said. Where you bring your attention determines how you feel. So I know I can get you to cry in like 3 minutes. I just ask you to think about all the things you've lost, all the times you've been embarrassed, and it's like, no, we're not going to do that. I could also make you really happy by thinking of happy memories. And because where I bring my attention to all the incredible stories of heroes. Now, I read a story last night about a woman. She just goes to the elderly and goes, I'm going to go to the store for you. How can I do that so you don't have to be exposed and still get what you need? I love that. Where you bring your focus, your attention will determine how you feel.
Yeah. And then some of the toxins will affect that also. That will affect our attention. So we talked about toxins, and we talked about memories, are a good way to feel great anywhere, anytime. So anchor yourself to where you are by thinking of beautiful memories, even if that's, you said, maybe walking by a kitchen and thinking about your grandfather and what a great cook he was. Or, for me, sometimes I just noticed that I had a red sweater in a suitcase I hadn't unpacked, and it made me think about my aunt, who always had red lipstick on her teeth. And so talking about memories and how you can anchor them to wherever you are, whether that's on the street, whether that's in your classroom, whether that's in your living room, anchoring yourself to memories.
So this is a really cool exercise. So I call it feel great anytime, anywhere. And what I want you to do, what I want your fans to do, is write down 10 of your best memories. Yeah. And then as you walk through your house, anchor them. So for example, the day I married Tana, clearly the best day of my life. And when we were doing our wedding dance, I almost dropped her. And so, and so what I do is, the memory is at the front door, because the front of my house, I'm carrying her over and I almost drop her. I don't, but I just start laughing about, one, how important she is, and a very special memory. And then as I go in the kitchen, there's my grandfather, who I was named after, who was my best friend growing up, and he was a candy maker. And so now he's at the stove making a healthier version of chocolate fudge. And I can just walk through my house and pick these great memories, so that whenever I'm feeling anxious or I'm feeling sad, I can go back to where I bring my attention determines how I feel. And I have these anchors of really great memories. Too often, sad memories get attached to certain things, songs, and so on. You know that. And so let's purposefully anchor happy memories to the spaces in your house.
Absolutely. And then we had I of Bright Minds for inflammation. So we were talking about sugar is inflammatory. What other ways can we fight inflammation? And what does inflammation do to us in our brain?
So inflammation is just a disaster for your body. It's where your white blood cells get angry and they start attacking you. And it's a major cause of both depression and dementia. And the things that are pro-inflammatory, they increase inflammation. Sugar, it's the number one pro-inflammatory substance. Processed foods, being low in omega-3 fatty acids, having gum disease, because if your gums are not healthy, then that allows inflammation in your body. So floss, eat as healthy as you can. And I know in a pandemic that's hard, but you're always asking yourself, am I going to eat this or that? Compared to what? What is my healthiest choice? And too often people go for sugar because it's a comfort food. It's a short-term fix that will cause a long-term problem. And then if you can, fish has healthy omega-3 fatty acids, as does avocados, green leafy vegetables, nuts, seeds, all of those things are brain healthy.
I love what you just said about eating clean and healthy in a pandemic can be really tough, because I know that some people feel like this is a time where they're going to have, less choices, and less, options to choose from. And I just think so many of my fans right now, I see how happy they are to know that it's not about eating perfectly. It's about doing the best that you can in the situation that you're in.
Right. And so just go compared to what? If I have these three choices, well, which one is healthy for me?
Yeah.
And just one other point with inflammation is your gut health is so important to your brain.